A lot's been happening in the world of boxing. Recently, Tyson Fury ended up exploding at Little Sausage Oleksandr Usyk in a fit of rage as an epic unification fight is going to be approaching the two. Not only that, but after winning the most recent world heavyweight title, Manchester United superstar Wayne Rooney thinks that Tyson Fury should be knighted. Keep watching to find out more. First up, Fury shredding Usyk in his rant. After defeating Derek Chisora in technical knockout, Tyson Fury unleashed his expletive-filled rage at Oleksandr Usyk as an enticing heavyweight unification fight approached them both. In the TKO, the referee had to stop the fight after 10 rounds of fury. This can also be known as the Gypsy King torturing Chisora after he had received an excessive amount of punishment. Yikes. In his first fight since beating Dillian Whyte in April, Tyson Fury put on a solid performance, showing off all of his techniques and winning critical rounds. Following his victory, Fury will face Usyk for the opportunity to unify the heavyweight division, a feat last accomplished in 1999 when Lennox Lewis reigned as the undisputed heavyweight champion. Usyk, who defeated Anthony Joshua twice in August to retain his IBO, IBF, WBA, and WBO heavyweight crowns, watched Fury's bout from the stands at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. After the fight, the 35-year-old star went into the ring and looked Fury in the eyes as he was flying off the handle and going crazy on him. Next up, what was said between Fury and Usyk? Usyk came up to him as soon as he saw Fury yelling at him. The Gypsy King started off his rant by calling Usyk the B word and told him he was next. He kept on repeating this with more swearing in the mix. Fury just went crazy, calling him a rabbit and even a 15-stone little midget bodybuilder. Yikes! Fury continued his rant by telling him that he was the actual bodybuilder and that he was going to write Usyk off just like he did one Ukrainian, and that Usyk was next. Fury also addressed Usyk as an ugly little man in his rant and told him, "Let's get it on." Of course, with some more swear words. Don't think he stopped there. Fury kept on going by telling Usyk that he may be laughing now, but surely he'll end him soon enough, even addressing him as a little and poking him like a bear, asking him what he can even do, saying he can't do anything since he's a little sausage. We think Fury really wanted to start a fight right there and then. Then, Fury focused on British heavyweight Joe Joyce, who recently defeated Kiwi sensation Joseph Parker to claim the vacant IBO interim heavyweight title. Usyk, after patiently listening to Fury's rant, then made the bold decision to snap a cheeky selfie with the trio before leaping from the canvas and returning to the ground. Though it's pretty obvious to us and the world that the spark between him and Fury is now unquestionably lit. Moving on, Usyk's reply to Tyson Fury's size advantage. Oleksandr Usyk obviously disagrees with Fury's bold statements that he's too big for him to compete against. Although Fury's ready to compete against Usyk, he's already said that he expects an easy night. His repeated jabs at his fellow champion, referring to him as a middleweight, give the impression that the Gypsy King believes that he's too big and powerful for Usyk to compete with him. Naturally, the Ukrainian's totally unbothered. He has so far responded to all inquiries from heavyweights, including Derek Chisora and Anthony Joshua, the former unified champion, twice. He told Boxing Social that he thinks there's something more important than bulk by using the mysterious symbolic speech for which he's becoming known now. Coming up, what can we understand from Usyk's symbolic response? There are two ways we can interpret Usyk's analysis. The fitness to continue fighting is often the primary engine in boxing. There's no doubt Usyk has shown this talent on a few occasions, probably never more so than in his performance against Anthony Joshua in August. Usyk, of course, went on to win the fight and retained his belts despite being well caught by Joshua in the 9th round. In the 10th, the champion came out and found a home for 39 punches, the most any fighter has landed against AJ. The second interpretation could be that the Ukrainian fighter might also be talking more about what's inside than what's outside, such as ring craft, heart, and ability. Fans are fascinated by the fight because he and Fury both have strong arguments for having it all. The world is waiting for an uncontested champion, Usyk told Sky Sports. Since neither guy has any other plans, the negotiations are expected to intensify. An announcement, or at the very least an update, is expected before the new year. Up next, Fury utterly crushes rival in a fight that the boxing world calls sickeningly one-sided. Tyson Fury successfully stopped British opponent Derek Chisora to retain his World Boxing Council heavyweight belt. At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, referee Victor Loughlin stopped the fight just before the finish of the 10th round after the unbeaten Fury took the lead early on. The 34-year-old currently has a 33-1 record from 34 fights with 1 draw. A unification fight between Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, the IBF, WBA, and WBO heavyweight champion, was also made possible by Fury's most recent victory. When Fury came out to the Killers by Mr. Brightside, it was obvious that the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium crowd was behind him. Fans cheered and sang along. Coming up, a play-by-play of what happened between them. Chisora immediately attacked Fury and forced him into a corner, but Fury took charge a minute into the opening round and landed several crucial strikes. Main event announcer Darren Fletcher said, "Big shots from Tyson Fury, starting to unload, starting to go through the gears. You wonder how much Chisora can take tonight. He's got to take risks. He's got to get close." Fury then gained the upper hand by continuing to batter Chisora late in the first round. Steve Bunce, a fellow commentator, continued by calling Fury vicious. He also said that Fury is completely transformed and not the same guy from their first fight. He's a beast and very different in this one. The battle was completely under Fury's control by the 3rd round, when he caught Chisora with a vicious uppercut to the chin. Fury used a more cautious strategy in the 4th round, as opposed to going all out on the attack, which made it much more even. Fury remained in total control throughout the fight, landing some quick, powerful jabs, so it never felt like Chisora stood a chance. Next up, Fury dominated the fight, but Chisora kept coming back for more. The same pattern continued over the course of the following 3 rounds, with Fury continuing to dominate Chisora and landing several combinations. Each and every round was being dominated by the champion, Fletcher has added. The fight ended up being extremely one-sided, so much so that it left a poor, beaten-up Chisora with a seriously swollen eye, which then sparked a request for the fight to be stopped by the referee. It's interesting to note that Chisora kept coming back for more and tried to make an effort despite the bruises he suffered and the utter dominance of Fury over him. It got tougher for the poor challenger as it made his face bloodier and bloodier since he kept coming back for more. Hence, his courage was perhaps too good for himself. Lastly, Wayne Rooney thinks Tyson Fury should be knighted. What's even crazier than Fury and Chisora's fight is that Wayne Rooney, the Manchester United legend, thinks the heavyweight champion should be knighted. When Fury defeated Chisora in the 10th round of their heavyweight world title match, extending his winning streak to 34 matches, the arena was packed with celebrities from across the world. This also included Manchester United superstar Wayne Rooney, who was present to see the main event happen in all its glory. Rooney later on, when speaking to Talk Sport, said that Fury is one of the best fighters he'd seen in a long time. He continued with his opinion that there's probably no one that can beat him if anyone were to ask him. Also, going over everything he's done for boxing, Rooney considers him to be an absolute legend. He says that not only is Fury entertaining, but he also has amazing abilities and skills, as well as an amazing mentality. What's more, he said if he's being completely serious, the boxer ought to be knighted. Who would have thought? Rooney also had more to say. He feels that Fury hasn't been afraid to go abroad, that he's won titles abroad, as well as defended them abroad. Fury is, without a doubt, one of the greatest boxers of of all time. Many are still holding out hope that he'll eventually agree to a fight with fellow British heavyweight Anthony Joshua after last night's successful defense of his WBC World Heavyweight Championship. And then there's Rooney, who's no stranger to boxing. He's watched many fights over the years and is well known for adopting a boxing-inspired celebration after scoring against Tottenham in 2015. That's all for this video, folks. Tell us what you think about this scrap between the heavyweights and how excited you are to see this fight in the comments down below. And remember, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.